What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well. I've got a fly date tomorrow, so I'm getting things packed up, and I thought it would be cool to do a video showing you the gear that I'm using, how I pack, how I navigate the airport, and just how I handle a fly date. So let's get into it. So when I'm doing a fly date, I try to be as light and compact and easy to maneuver as possible. So I try to only bring 2 items if at all possible. So I've got my guitar. Normally I fly with my guitar in a gig bag, and this time I'm just gonna bring 1 guitar, so I'm gonna use this Gator gig bag. I've flown with this many times and it's been just fine. If I bring 2 guitars, I've got a mono double case, and I've flown with a Strat and a Les Paul plenty of times with that, and it's worked out just great. A lot of times I'll have to gate check that. Depending on the airline, I can fit it in the overhead. But this time, just to be safe and just to be a little bit lighter, I'm gonna try just rocking with the 1 guitar, and I'm just gonna take this Gator case. So that's how I carry my guitar. And then I have this Pelican case. This is the 1535, and I put my pedals in here and any additional items that I may need for the trip, clothes or whatever else. And the cool thing about this case is that it's got this handle that comes out. It's on wheels, so it's easy to get through the airport. And things are nice and protected in here. So if I need to check this, I'm not really worried about it because this is a solid case and I can also carry it on. So it's kind of flexible in that regard. So now let's get into the case and I'll show you what pedals I'm using for this run. Got some cables here just in case. Got some shoes. So for this show, I'm using 2 small pedal boards as opposed to having 1 large pedal board. And the thing that I like about this approach is that both of these fit well inside my Pelican case. They pack really nice and easy. It's light and very modular. I can change things out as needed, and it's got everything that I need. And it's just a really easy and convenient way to travel with pedals. And if for whatever reason I have an issue with security and I have to take these things out, it's really easy to put these things back together just in case anything happens. So that's really cool. And I will walk you through the chain of kind of how I run things. This is an R&B slash soul kind of gig, so my sounds are reflective of that. I've basically got 5 clean sounds that I'm using for this show. I've got like straight clean, clean with wah, clean with chorus, clean with phase, and then like a really wet, reverbed out slash delayed out clean sound. And then I've got dirty rhythm and then like full soaring lead solo type of tone. So those are kind of the sounds that I'm using for this gig. And this is what I use to get that. So I've got the Boss TU3S tuner. These are cool because they're small, and I've used Boss tuners for years and they've always worked well for me. That goes into the EP booster. This is Exotic Effects EP booster. I leave this on all the time. That goes into the Crybaby wah, and this is the mini Q wah. So this is the one that has like those extra little controls on it. This is a good little mini wah pedal. That goes into the Jetter Gold Standard Overdrive. So this has a lower and a higher gain overdrive setting that you can stack if you want. So you've got EQ for both, and then you can stack that. So that's what I'm using for overdrive. That goes into a volume pedal. And I like my volume pedal here in the chain because I'm constantly checking my tuning throughout the night whenever I'm playing. So I can roll back on the volume and tune silently and then roll back up and be ready to go. Also, I can kind of gate the volume of my overdrive. So I like to use that. I think it's really flexible to manage your overdrive that way. Then out of that, I'm going into my modulation sounds. So I've got the Ibanez Mini Chorus and the MXR Mini Phase 95. Both these pedals are awesome. They sound really great, especially for the size, and I'm super happy with them. So from here, I patch into my other small board. This has a Strymon El Cap tape delay, so this is what I'm using for my delay. I don't have the reverb on this at all. I've got the Strymon Big Sky. I normally use either a room, plate, or spring reverb, depending on what I'm doing. And then I've got the Iridium at the end. So the way that I run my signal at the show, I split stereo out of the Big Sky, and I send one side to a mic'd twin reverb that I've got on stage, and then the other side goes to the Iridium, and then this goes into a DI, and that goes to the front of the house. So front of house has access to the mic twin reverb sound, and then also the sound coming from the Iridium. So they can manage front of the house however the signals are working best for them out there. And then I'm happy because I've got the twin reverb on stage, and I've got my stage presence, and I'm hearing the sound out of the amp. So that setup works really great. It gives front of house flexibility, and it gives me the ability to monitor myself on stage. I'll have monitors in front of me that have, you know, keyboards and bass and vocals and all that other stuff there. And yeah, that's kind of how I roll in terms of my pedal setup. This gives you an idea of how things are fitting into the case. Still got some room for some other things here, and then you've got a zip pouch for clothes and whatever else. So I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I appreciate you for checking this out. Thanks so much for watching. If you got any questions for me, definitely hit me up in the comments. Let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.